25,000 men and women work for the UK Border Agency. At home and abroad, their job is to seek out the lawbreakers and imposters who don't have a right to be here. They are the UK Border Force. Tonight, uncovering deception with the enforcement team.
Why are you letting people into this house and sleep in here if you don't know who they are? Why have you got this lady's passport?
Customs are on the money at Heathrow.
I don't give you.
Sir.
No, I don't go. It's my money.
You're not giving it to us. I'm seizing this money from you. There is a difference, okay?
No.
And getting tough on illegal working.
Nobody illegal working here.
What?
Okay. I'm not lying, yeah?
People from all over the world want to make a life for themselves in Britain, but not everyone can. Anyone from outside the EU needs permission to live or work in the UK. It's estimated that up to 1 million people are in the country without permission, trying to stay under the immigration radar. Today in Hampshire, Chief Immigration Officer Simone Shepherd is leading a team whose job it is to track down those people living and working in the country illegally.
We're on our way up to Farnborough, going up to a nail bar where there is potentially some illegal workers. And the owner owns an address about 5 minutes from there where he allegedly houses them all. So we've got another team going to the house while we go to the nail bar.
The team's tip-off is that it employs Vietnamese workers who are in the country illegally. The nail bar is in a shopping centre.
I can see, yeah, on the left-hand side.
The officers must hit the employer's house at the same time, so no one has the chance to alert a friend or colleague.
Good morning, folks. How you doing?
There are 2 employees. They'll have to prove they're allowed to work in Britain.
You speak English? Little bit? OK, come and speak to me, and then you can come back and finish this lady's nails, hopefully, OK?
You'll have to finish him if he doesn't.
Well, I'll have a shot.
The owner of the nail bar is not at work. He applied for asylum back in 1999, but his case is caught up in red tape. Until it's decided, he can run a business, but could face a fine if he's employing illegal workers.
Good morning, immigration.
We're from UK Border Agency.
He's not at his home address either, but his girlfriend is, with their young child, and their new baby the team didn't even know about.
I looked at your case this morning before I came out, and there's nothing on the Home Office systems that say you've given birth to a baby, OK?
The woman is a failed asylum seeker and has broken her bail conditions. Her partner, the owner, has a new asylum claim. It's unlikely they'll be removed from the country.
At the moment, we've got it down that you should have been reporting and you're not reporting. Now, you must report, otherwise we'll come back and arrest you, all right?
Okay.
Do you have a wallet or some ID on you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
At the nail bar, one of the workers claims to be a student at Oxford Brookes University.
Do you live in Oxford still?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you travel here from Oxford to work?
Yeah.
Yeah? And you're from Vietnam, yeah?
Yes.
If checks confirm he has a student visa, he'll be free to carry on working.
Step out there. Stand over here for me.
But he hasn't bargained on his colleague immediately undermining his story.
Do you have any ID?
Yeah, how?
In house? Do you know the address?
London.
Same address as him? He lived in Oxford. You said you lived in Farnborough.
Officer Shepherd steps in to establish whether the student lives in Oxford or at the owner's house round the corner in Farnborough.
And how is it that you get to Farnborough every day?
Yeah. In train.
On the train? Have you got your train tickets there? So have a look at those.
I have a rail card.
Oh, yes. So where is your rail card?
In the house.
In the house? Which house is it in?
In Farnborough.
In Farnborough.
Officers at the nearby house don't find a rail card or any evidence of commuting from Oxford. They do find plenty of the man's belongings, enough to suggest he lives there.
What language do you speak?
Also in the house is a woman who claims to be just visiting.
And what's your nationality?
I think Malaysia.
You're from Malaysia. Have you got any ID? Any identification?
Her friend.
Right, you're a friend of a friend, are you? Right, okay. Where's your passport? Passport.
The lady insists she is here for a 2-week holiday and says that a friend in London has her passport. But the team won't take her word for it, as they suspect she's another employee of the nail bar.
I want to see some ID, otherwise we're going to arrest her and take her away.
Yep.
And then we're going to look to remove her from UK. We'll just let her know that we're going to be searching the house from top to bottom. So I won't be too pleased if something turns up.
Okay.
At the nail bar, Officer O'Leary has found out the status of one of the 2 Vietnamese workers.
It appears he made a claim for asylum which was refused in 2001, and since then he's made an application to remain as a spouse, and that was refused in 2002, and since 2002 to today's date no further contact with him. So do you know what's going to happen now? You understand some English, don't you?
No.
You've been here 8 years now, haven't you? 8 years. OK. You need to come to the police station. Yes? So you're under arrest now. You, me, police station. Yeah? OK.
Yeah.
OK, should we go? Yeah. Right, come out. Yeah.
The man is taken to a police station to be questioned, but is later released on bail conditions while the UK border agency try to get hold of his travel documents.
Right. Mind your head on there, OK?
Yeah.
Coming up, difficult questions for the student.
You've lied about coming in on the train. You've lied about where you're living. I put it to you, you're actually working here full time. What do you say to that?
And the cash team target ill-gotten gains.
What's the problem, my friend? I am working. This is my money.
You cannot prove to us that this money belongs to you.
The thousands of people who arrive at Heathrow Airport every day no doubt expect to be checked by immigration and customs on their way into Britain. What they might not know is that the UK border agency keeps an eye on them as they are leaving the country as well. At Terminal 3, officers check passports to identify anyone who has stayed on in the country illegally. And a cash team look out for money that shouldn't be leaving the country.
Basically, we're looking for passengers that might be carrying large amounts of money, looking for large amounts of cash, over £1,000, questioning them, investigating why they're carrying it, what they're doing with it, and if any particular reason we find grounds for suspicion, we will detain the money.
Yeah.
Any passenger taking more than 10,000 euros out of the EU must declare it to customs.
What we're doing today is we're looking for people that might be carrying money. How much do you have?
Over 1,000 pounds.
1,000.
And anyone carrying £1,000 or more must be able to prove the money is legitimate.
This is from your salary, your savings? Right, OK, right.
The team can seize cash they believe has bypassed the taxman or has been earned while working illegally in the UK. And they're on the lookout for criminals trying to smuggle out their proceeds of crime. The team get word that a passenger has been stopped after a routine search by security at departures. He was found to be carrying a large amount of cash. Officers Alan Skipworth and Mark Wright want to investigate as the man has not declared the money to customs, but there's not long before his flight leaves.
There's a gentleman been found by security, been brought round to the OB office with approximately £10,000. Says it comes from his earnings as he's a taxi driver in London. So we're just on our way to the office now to investigate.
Hello, sir, how you doing? You got some money with you? Yeah. You got some money with you? OK. Yeah. Got one of my officers coming down here now. Just going to take you into the back office here, have a chat about your money, have a look at what it looks like, yeah? Is that all right? Yeah. OK.
The man, a Dutch national working in Britain as a taxi driver, is planning to fly with his money to Eritrea.
Right, so if you want to take a seat over there for me.
He says his cash amounts to £10,000.
My officer will speak to you in a minute, OK?
If he wants to take it out of the EU, he must prove the money is legitimately earned, taxed and not connected to criminal activity.
I understand you're carrying some money out with you today. You're carrying money?
Yeah.
OK. Can you tell me where you got the money from? Is it from salary?
Yeah, salary.
Okay.
I work it.
Was it drawn from a bank account or did
Yeah,
you keep it
bank
at home?
account.
Do you have any of your bank account details with you?
I don't have now.
Nothing at all?
I have in my home.
Okay. What are you going to do with the money when you get to Eritrea?
Project.
You got a project?
Yeah.
Okay, and what is the project?
I do it home.
Yeah.
Housing.
Are you building house?
Yeah.
You show me the money?
What's the problem? This is my money.
Yeah.
I working.
Okay, if you're carrying more than £1,000,
Yeah.
then we have the right to challenge you and to get you to explain
Yeah.
where the money came from and what you intend to do with the money.
From the bank.
Okay? Okay, well let's have a look.
Yeah, looking. Yeah. No
Okay.
problem. You can check it. No problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bundles of cash are not wrapped in official bank seals. With doubts over the legitimacy of the money and his story, the passenger faces a nasty surprise.
The suspicion here, he's got no proof of where the money came from. It's not bank wrapped. He's saying it's come from a bank. There's no evidence that it's coming from a bank at all. So what we're going to do is possibly detain the money, take it to court, ask for a 3-month detention to further investigate the money. If he can come forward in that time with documentation, evidence where the money's come from, what it's going to be used for, as he said, it's going to be used to build a house in Eritrea. If he can supply any of that and it checks out, there's no problem until we return the money.
The team will have to act quickly because time is running out.
Okay, how much is that altogether? Everything.
You can check it. I don't know when my man.
Sir, we need to know exactly how much money you are carrying.
About
okay,
15.
Okay. 15,000?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not criminal. I'm Christian man.
Sir,
yeah.
you've got half an hour to your flight actually takes off. Now, if we get permission to take this money,
Okay.
what would you do? Would you still go on your flight?
Yeah.
Or would you stay? You still go on your
I
flight?
want to go.
Right, okay. Alan,
Okay.
phone the IFU.
The officers must refer the details of the case to a customs investigation team. They decide if there is enough evidence to seize the money before the man boards his flight.
He claims that he's going out to Eritrea to build a house, but there's no documentation whatsoever connected with the money, and he's being evasive about where he got the money from.
Okay. So in total, 15. About.
Yeah, you can check it from here.
Well, no, I can't. It will take too long.
Okay, we've got 3 bags to search, 10 minutes now, and we're trying to do the paperwork.
What's the problem, my friend? I am working. This is my money. I go from the bank.
Okay. You cannot prove to us that this money belongs to you.
They're not giving us authorisation at the moment, so now, we're up against the clock. We've got now 5 minutes to go. Phone her up quick. Tell her if she can't make a decision, I want to speak to her boss, and I'll escalate the process. All right? Okay.
The man is clearly keen to hang on to his cash, but the team get the clearance they need to seize it all.
Give me the rest.
Okay.
Where's the rest?
We're going with it then, yeah?
And the rest?
Okay.
Give me the bag.
Okay. Thank you, John. Going with it.
Right, John, can we just get it sealed, yeah?
Yeah, he's hiding money again. It's more there.
Okay, so we're estimating this to be £15,000, all right? We're going to seize this from you now. We're going to take it to court before a magistrate at 10 o'clock Thursday morning, all right? You can ask someone to go there on your behalf, all right?
Yeah,
okay?
Have you got his passport?
All right, I'm going round to the aircraft, all right, and actually stop it going, say he's actually travelling, all right?
Okay.
All right, can you get him up there within 5 minutes, yeah?
Okay.
All right, as quick as you can.
Yep.
There's his itinerary. I'm going now.
No, this is my money.
Sir.
I don't give you.
Sir.
No, I don't go. This is my money.
You're not giving it to us. I'm seizing this money from you. I'm taking it from you.
Yeah.
There is a difference, okay?
No.
You cannot prove to me what you're doing with
proof.
this money.
I working.
Show me documents now.
I don't have with me now.
All we need from you is proof of what you're saying. At the moment, we have no proof of how you obtained this money, and that is why the money has been seized from you. If you provide that proof, it can be released back to you.
He was very surprised. A lot of people don't realise we do this kind of work. The action that we've taken is against the money. It's not against the person himself, because it's civil law that we act under, and that's why we allow him to travel if he wants to. There's no problem with that at all. In real terms, if I was going out to carry out business with that money, I'd want to stay and obtain the money back from court on Thursday and then travel out after that. If that's the real reason that he's gone out there, then why has he gone without his money?
The man has since tried to claim his money back, but is yet to provide sufficient proof of where it came from. A final decision on the return of the cash is yet to be made. The enforcement team in Farnborough are allowing the remaining nail bar worker to finish with his client. Home Office records back up his story. He has a valid visa to study at Oxford Brookes University. But Officer Shepherd wants to know why he lied about where he lives.
His story isn't quite adding up at the moment, so I want to chat to him a little bit further.
At the nail bar owner's house, officers are questioning the Malaysian woman who was claiming to be on holiday in the UK. Now it seems she's not just here as a guest.
Could you clarify, could you ask her to clarify, does she mean boss is the lady who is next door, in the room next door, please?
With the woman referring to the nail bar manager's girlfriend as her boss, the team have heard enough.
If you can tell her for me that I am now, on the basis of information she's given me and the fact that she cannot provide me with any evidence of her identity or lawful basis to be in the United Kingdom, I'm going to arrest her on suspicion of overstaying in the United Kingdom. Could you tell her that for me, please?
The officers need the woman's passport to confirm her status. She is now claiming her boss, the owner's girlfriend, is keeping it for her. With no one telling them a straight story, all the officers can do is search until they're sure it's not in the house.
My colleagues are up at Rectory Road at the moment, and they say you've got all your bags there and your suitcases and all your things. And it appears as though you're living there, which isn't what you told me earlier. So should we start again?
Yeah.
Should we start all over again? Yeah?
As the worker has already lied about where he lives, Officer Shepherd suspects he may also be lying about his studies. And she wants to know if he's working more than the 20 hours a week permitted to students.
Now, how many hours are you working today, Nguyen?
Normally not excess the 20 hours per week.
That wasn't my question, was it? How much do you get paid?
Normally 90 per week.
And have you got your pay slips on you?
No.
Where are they?
It's cash in hand.
It's cash in hand, is it? You pay tax?
No.
No, what I'm doing again, I'm waiting a moment for your file to be pulled from Oxford Brookes University, and they're going to tell me all about what it is you're doing up there, okay? And when the last time you went was and everything else. Could be the call now. Hiya. All right. Okay, thanks, mate. Okay, Nguyen, do you know what your file says? You went to Oxford Brookes this month, didn't you, for a meeting? And they told you that you had been withdrawn from the course, hadn't you? Because you hadn't stayed in contact and you hadn't done the things you should have done. So you are formally not at Oxford Brookes any longer because they have withdrawn you from the course. So why did you not tell me that? Okay, you've lied about coming in on the train. You've lied about where you're living. All your stuff is up at Rectory Road. I put it to you, you're actually working here full time, which is why you have not had the time to go to your college, and which is why you've been thrown off the course. What are you doing in the UK at this moment in time?
Writing a thesis.
No need. You're not on this course any longer. So for that reason, I'm going to arrest you on suspicion of working in breach of your student conditions in the UK. Okay, you'll come to the police station, and we'll interview you further there and find out exactly what's been going on with this. Okay?
No.
Well, that is what is going to happen. All right? So one of my colleagues is going to give you a search. Really?
Yeah, you're arrested, mate. Stand up.
Huh?
You're under arrest.
He's lied to me since we've got in the shop, quite frankly. So we'll take him down to the police station. We'll interview him further about the suspected offence, and we'll go from there.
That's it. Follow my colleague. Out we go. Lovely.
Officers looking for proof that the Malaysian woman has stayed in the UK illegally have found her passport. And they're not happy about being strung along by the owner's girlfriend.
That's her passport.
Her passport here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right, so why are you letting people into this house and sleep in here if you don't know who they are? Why have you got this lady's passport? Here's her passport now, and it clearly shows that she entered the UK via Heathrow in June 2006, which means that she's overstayed her visa now by nearly 2 years. So with this, we'll be removing the lady back to Malaysia.
The woman's passport is marked to signal that she has overstayed in the UK. A week later, she is put on a flight back to Malaysia. The worker, who came to Britain on a student visa, admits in interview that he no longer studies and works more than the permitted 20 hours a week. He is detained for 5 days before being removed back to Vietnam.
Okay.
With the owner of the nail bar apparently unavailable, he sends his girlfriend to shut up shop. Despite being in the UK illegally herself, and even though she's misled the officers, she will not be arrested today.
Hello?
And now I can go?
No, you can lock the shop up. Yeah, and we can go.
The UK Border Agency only split up families with children in exceptional circumstances. Instead, the team will wait for the outcome of the owner's asylum case. If his application is refused, the whole family could be sent back to Vietnam.
All right, Anne, thank you so much. Yeah.
In the meantime, the owner is fined £10,000 for employing 2 illegal workers.
And it is a big fine, and it's a big fine for the very reason that, you know, they shouldn't be doing it, and it's sending a message out to other people who are employing illegal workers. You know, we are out to combat it and to deal with it, and hopefully it'll send a message out to other people doing the same thing.
Coming up, dodgy documents become unstuck at Heathrow.
Why have you got these letters in your bags?
Yes.
Because this implies that you just cut these out. You just cut these out.
Yes.
And stick these on the letters to change the dates.
And old excuses don't wash with the enforcement team.
He just washed his hand. You told me earlier he was working here. He's not working here. Why are you changing your story now?
Passport control at Heathrow's Terminal 3. Here, immigration officers have only a few minutes to make sure each passenger has a genuine reason to enter the country. A single element of doubt is all that's needed to detain a passenger and investigate further. Officer Neil Newbury has been handed a case.
What we've got today is a South African national who's arrived for a 4-month holiday to visit a British friend. He's only got about £20 on him to support him while he's here for the 4 months. So he's going to rely on his sponsor to support him while he's here.
Officer Newbury believes the passenger's lack of funds suggests he's not on holiday, but here to work.
Just out of interest, the guy's got one of the best names I've ever come across. His first name is Dazzling. Which actually quite a tremendous first name, so fantastic. Probably one of the best names I've ever come across in this job. So just because of that, I'm quite looking forward to this today. I'm going to call him Dazzling all day. Okay, Dazzling, if you want to come through for me, I'm going to be dealing with your case today. Okay, need to do a quick bag search downstairs.
Dazzling, a sports coach, has already provided letters to prove he has a course to go back to in South Africa, and after that, a job in the US. Officer Newbury wants to search his bags to see if there's anything to suggest this is not the case. First, there's a question he's dying to know the answer to.
So, don't mind me asking, you've probably been asked this loads of times before, but where did you get the name Dazzling from? It's quite,
My mother gave me that name.
She called you Dazzling, yeah? That's
Yeah.
it's quite an interesting probably one of the most interesting first names I've had.
Documents and letters can be an excellent source of clues for immigration officers. These will need closer inspection.
I'll need to hold on to you just so I can have a quick look through them a little bit later and I'll get them back to you a little bit later today. Okay? If you want to grab your bits and pieces and follow me upstairs. I kind of like him. He seems a really nice guy. Very open. Doesn't seem to be hiding anything from me. Yeah, I kind of like him as a person.
While Dazzling's photograph and fingerprints are taken for immigration records, Officer Newbury looks through the documents he found in his bags. Among the papers are the original versions of the letters the passenger showed on arrival at passport control.
This is interesting. He's brought with him a letter from his college saying that he's required to start studying in July 2009. Oh dear, not good at all. Which is exactly the same letter, but the dates have been plastered on. And underneath the date of the letter is another date, April 2006. Good standing with his employer. Has had the dates changed on it to make it look like he's got something to go back to, which is very odd. Again, it's all of a sudden it's starting to take a turn for the worse for him. See what else he's got. Yep, the same for. He had another letter from, looks like an employer that he brought with him, and here's the original with the dates taped on. Oh dear, not good at all. So I assume he's printed these out, changing the dates to give the impression that he's got a course to go back to in South Africa for, and that he's in good standing with his employer. Oh dear, that's not good at all for him. It puts a whole new spin on this entire case, as far as I'm concerned.
If Dazzling wants to start his holiday today, he'll have to come up with a good reason why he presented fake letters. In Hampshire, Officer Simone Shepherd and her enforcement team have one more surprise visit to make before the day is over.
Off we go. Yeah.
They have intelligence that a pizza shop in Southampton is employing illegal workers. Officers make sure no one uses the roof as a way of escape.
Yeah, all clear. Doesn't appear to be anybody at the back at the moment.
In the shop, the manager and one employee are happy to admit they work there.
Have food there, please.
But there's a third man in the kitchen, and the boss is quick to make excuses for him.
Yeah, just wash your hands.
I know, but he needs to come out now. All right.
The sink he's washing his hands in is full of meat, so the team want to know if he's entitled to work in the UK.
The last 3 years, I lived in this country about 5 years.
But when did you claim asylum?
2004.
2004. Okay, well, so hopefully we can check all this out, so bear with me.
The man is from Afghanistan and claims to be legitimately in the UK as an asylum seeker.
Yeah. The last 3 years. Have you got just a number?
Yeah. Passport number?
Yeah.
Yep. Last year, sir.
The second worker is carrying a record of his passport number.
That address you've got there.
It confirms he is a naturalised British citizen. The manager's passport is in a room above the shop. It has a valid visa which confirms he has indefinite leave to remain in the UK.
Let's take you back downstairs.
This is not the first time the team have visited shops on this street. Their presence doesn't go unnoticed, and a crowd is gathering.
Access to employment record.
I mean, we've been here now probably about 4 times, and every time we've come, we've made an arrest in the block. And I don't think today's going to be any different. So.
Just have a seat there for us.
If the man with his hands in the sink is in the UK illegally, his employer could face a fine of up to £10,000. This might explain why the manager is sticking to his story.
He just washed his hand. He's just
no, there was meat in the sink as well.
No.
Why was he washing his hands then?
You told me earlier he was working here.
He's not working, yeah?
Why are you changing your story now?
A colleague of mine actually witnessed him washing meat in the kitchen area. The person who's been arrested.
He's just.
No, he's actually been seen washing meat.
He's just washing your hand, that one.
The team believe the man is a worker. Now, checks reveal his claim for asylum was refused. He should have left the country. Instead, he has managed to keep a low profile until now.
I'm arresting you now as someone liable to be detained and removed from the UK. All your asylum's finished. We can now detain you to remove you from the United Kingdom. The fact that you haven't also complied with your reporting restrictions renders you liable for detention under the same power. What I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to search you, but we will do that through there, obviously, because there's quite a few people out there, so we'll try and keep it as low-key as we can. So if you will follow me through, and we'll just make sure you haven't got anything dangerous on you. Going through, guys.
Today's operation is nearly over. It would seem that some members of the local community are keen to know the outcome.
document. It's more just out of curiosity, I think, at the moment than anything more difficult than that. So I don't really have a big issue with the people outside. But then again, it takes one person to start agitating a little bit of things and get difficult.
Coming back through.
The raid has resulted in just one arrest, but that could still be bad news for the manager of the pizza shop.
Okay, this is a notice to you that you may be liable to a fine. You've got illegal workers here, okay?
Who's working here is illegal?
The man that was just put out in the van.
No, I told you he's not working.
Yeah, but 2 of my officers witnessed him out in your kitchen, unfortunately. Okay.
He's my friend.
But what will happen is this will go up to our people who deal with. Listen to what I'm saying a moment. You don't have to. Let me finish.
Yeah. I can't. He's not working. I can't sign this. There's nobody illegal working here. I'm not lying, yeah?
And there's your copy. Okay, I'll put refuse to sign at the bottom just so there's no misunderstandings. All right. All right, ready?
That's it. Okay, we're just going down here.
The worker, confirmed to be a failed asylum seeker, is removed on a flight back to Afghanistan. The manager of the pizza shop is served with a fine of £10,000. The UK Border Agency is constantly gathering intelligence on businesses believed to be employing illegal immigrants. For Officer Shepherd and enforcement teams around the country, going after them is a full-time job. At Heathrow, Dazzling is waiting to find out if he can enter the UK to start a 4-month holiday. He presented fake documents to back up his claim that he intends to return to South Africa. Now it seems there might be more deception. Officer Newbury has received a call from someone inquiring about Dazzling. It's not the friend he says he's here to stay with, but a woman who's waiting for him in arrivals.
He's your boyfriend. Dazzling's your boyfriend, yeah? And are you British, Jenya? Yeah? What was your nationality before you get a British passport? Russian, okay. And how long have you been in the UK? For 5 years, okay. Okay, thank you. Bye. All right, that was Dazzling's girlfriend. Now, Dazzling's not even mentioned this girlfriend. She's told me that they're very much in love. So, yeah, that's not really helped his cause much at all, to be honest. I think he's probably looking to stay here, get a job, live with his girlfriend, perhaps get married, because if she gets a British passport, he can then apply as her fiancée to stay in the UK. But, you know, he's lied to us right from the very start.
It's time to get to the bottom of why Dazzling is coming to Britain. It would appear he has a clear conscience.
He knows I've taken the documents from the back. He knows what's in them. He must have some idea that I've found out what he's done to those documents. But at the moment he's just lying down in the holding room, having 40 winks by the looks of it. It looks quite comfortable in there. It seems really easygoing at the moment. I wonder how he's going to react when I start questioning about these bits and pieces found in his bag. It'd be interesting to see what his reaction's going to be honest. But I'll have to wake him up and ask him some questions now. Dazzling? Why have you come to the UK today?
I came here to visit Benjamin, who's a friend of mine.
So why does Ben have to support you?
Why does he have to support me?
Yeah.
Because I'm his guest. And I'm just
yeah, but I've had guests over to my house.
Yes.
But I couldn't support someone for 4 months.
Oh no.
So why is Ben supporting you for such a long time in a foreign country?
Because we're friends.
So you have no money for yourself?
What do you
just
mean for now?
for you?
No, I got £20.
But you know, for 4 months you have no money for yourself?
For now, yeah, no.
No?
No, I don't have money.
How do you know, is it Yenya? Jenya?
Yes.
Yenya. How do you know her?
Oh, I met Jenya through Ben.
Is Yenya your girlfriend?
Yes.
She is.
Yes, she is.
I'm actually surprised you didn't mention your girlfriend earlier, because if I was going to a foreign country and if one of the people I was going to be seeing would be my girlfriend, I'd mention her before probably mention anyone else. Surprised you've not mentioned it earlier.
No, because Ben is a person responsible for me. She is my girlfriend, yes, but Ben is a person that's responsible.
Okay. Found this in your bags. When I was doing your bag search earlier today. I found that, which seems to be the original of the letter you gave my colleague earlier today.
Which one? This one here?
Yep. And this one, which is also the original of what you gave my colleague earlier today. And underneath this, one of them, I think it says April 2006, as opposed to February 2009.
Are you talking about these letters here?
Yep. These ones that were found in your bag. They've had the dates changed. And these seem to be the hard copy of the dates. That I assume would be cut out and then stuck onto the letters to change the dates to make it appear that these are up-to-date letters.
Yeah, but this is genuine, that's where I'm going.
This is genuine?
Yeah.
With these
you can
dates taped on them, they're still genuine, are they?
The person that was supposed to be writing me a letter was sick. So I had to come to UK and I already booked the ticket already, so the person was sick. So they couldn't write me a letter.
Well, why is that the dates changed on that one as well? Why have we changed the dates on this one?
Oh, the guy was not there.
The guy wasn't there?
No.
So you changed the dates on both of them because one was sick and one wasn't there?
He wasn't there, but you can find out here on both of them.
I'm now going to speak to Chief Immigration Officer.
Okay.
And explain what you said when you first arrived, what we found in your bags,
okay.
And what you've told me now.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
It's still not looking good for you, okay?
Okay.
If a passenger tries to deceive immigration in an attempt to enter the UK, he shouldn't be surprised what happens when he's found out. Chief Immigration Officer Matt Dyson is in no doubt.
Sorry. I'm not particularly dazzled by this, I'm afraid. No, he's not even close, is he?
No.
Fitting well?
Yep.
Flight tonight?
Not a flight until tomorrow afternoon.
You provide documents for a reason. They're supposed to show that he's a good, upstanding individual that's going to go back to whatever he's going to go back to. But to actually produce letters which clearly are false means he has no credibility whatsoever.
He's going to be refused entry to the UK today and returned back to South Africa on the next available flight. Okay? Okay. Now, we've arranged a flight back to South Africa for you. There's not a flight back till tomorrow afternoon, so I'm afraid you have to stay with us overnight. We'll get a bed for you, something more comfortable, get something to sleep. Then you'll come back here tomorrow afternoon for the flight. Okay? Understand all that? I've never dealt with someone so laid back. There's usually some sort of reaction from them, at least at this point, but almost no reaction whatsoever from him. Perhaps he knew the game was up and there was no point making a fuss about it.
Dazzling is held in a detention centre overnight and put on a flight back to South Africa the next day. Coming up, failing to declare to the customs cash team.
You need to be honest with me, okay? Because at the moment, I don't believe what you're saying to me.
This is mine. This is mine.
At Heathrow, the cash team are checking passengers at the departure gates.
Your time. Just carry on round and let the dog sniff your bag as you go through, please. Thank you.
Anyone hoping to smuggle ill-gotten gains out of the EU has a last line of defence to get past.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Helping the team to sniff out large quantities of money is the cash dog, trained to recognise the scent of bundles of banknotes.
Hello, sir. How are you doing? Well, thank you.
Passengers carrying more than 10,000 euros must declare the money to customs. The dog shows an interest in a bag belonging to a Thai woman travelling back to Bangkok. The woman's changing story also arouses suspicion.
Well, she led me to leave pounds, and then she said bar, and then she went back to pounds. So she said just £10,000, and I said, oh, only 10,000? So it's gone up to 15.
Hi, can I see your passport?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're travelling back to Thailand?
Yes.
Okay. Have you been here on holiday?
Yes, on holiday.
For 2 months?
For 2 months.
Okay. And I understand from the dog handler you have some money?
Yes, I'm carrying money.
How much have you got?
Maybe almost 15,000 pounds.
Pounds?
Yeah.
When you came to the UK, how much money did you bring with you?
Almost 40.
40,000 pounds?
Almost,
Okay.
yes.
When you came into the UK 2 months ago,
Yeah.
did you declare your money to customs?
Yes.
To customs.
Yes, to customs.
Do you have the form?
I don't have a form, any form.
When you declare money to customs,
I not declare money.
you did not declare.
Did not declare.
Okay.
I mean,
why
it's
did
just I always.
why did you not declare the money to customs?
I don't know because I didn't know the rule.
Where is the money now? Is it in this bag?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you show me what you have? Okay. The reason you are being questioned is because you have a lot of money.
Not a lot. It's not a lot.
I'm telling you, it is a lot of money. It is a lot of money.
Yeah.
Okay. Under the law in the UK, if you are carrying £1,000 or
Yeah.
more, police and customs can ask questions as to why you're carrying the money. That is why I am questioning you. Okay. So how much is here?
It's about 3,000.
Okay, and where is the rest? Is in here. And how much is here?
This is 6,000.
£6,000.
Yes.
£3,000.
Yeah.
So that is 9.
Yeah.
Do you have more?
I think here.
Okay, now leave it there.
Okay.
Leave it there. We'll do it all together. Okay.
Well, you check too much now. Here, in here, 2,000.
Okay. Okay, so this one, 3,000.
Yeah.
6,000.
Yeah.
The passenger's reluctance to reveal where all the money is makes Officer Talon suspect she has something to hide.
Any more?
Pardon?
Any more in here?
You want to check more?
Where's the rest? Is there more?
Is the red?
No,
Anywhere?
I'm asking you. Is there more money in here?
Yes, I have.
I'm going to ask you again, okay? I need to see all of the money.
Yeah.
Okay, not little bits, all of it.
This is 2,000.
Okay,
You see
take that
already?
one out. And put that on top of there.
Okay. No more. No more.
Okay, and then more money in here.
Yeah. No more. It's no more. No more. Nothing.
Okay, well, you have said to me that there is no more twice now, and we have found more. You need to be honest with me, okay? Because at the moment, I don't believe what you're saying to me. All right? Do you understand? Okay. Right.
Finally, Officer Talon believes he's been shown all the money, and it adds up to £17,000. Now it's up to the passenger to prove the cash is hers and legitimate.
Okay. Now I need proof that this money belongs to you.
This is mine. It's mine. Okay.
Do you have a bank book with you today? Do you have
Bank
your
book? Not here.
Not here. Do you have your checkbook with you?
Didn't have.
No, you have nothing.
Yes.
Okay. The concern I have, I'm worried because you have a lot of money
Yes.
and cannot show me with documents, a bank book, invoices, that this
bank
money.
book.
Okay, I
What
just
is
asked
it?
you if you had a bank book.
Yes. My bank book. This is my money in Thailand.
Okay.
Despite repeated contradictions in her story, and just as the team were gearing up to seize her money, the passenger remembers she is carrying her bank books, and they prove the money belongs to her.
Why did you not show me all of the money all at once? Why did you only show me little bits?
Because it's not needs, because it's just my money.
But still the packets of money keep on coming.
Is there more money in there?
Oh, forget it. This is my friend.
See, this is what I'm saying to you.
No,
Each time I say to
sorry,
you, is there any more?
I
We
didn't
find
lie to you. I just think I'm living here.
Next time someone in authority asks you, you declare the money straight away.
Yeah.
All right?
Because this is first time for me.
Well, make sure it's the last time, all right?
Okay, the last
Cheers,
time
then.
for me. Thank you. Anyways, thank you.
The lady should have declared her cash to customs, but she's done nothing else wrong and is entitled to take her money home. And to show there are no hard feelings, she takes part in a little ritual to let the cash dog know it's done a good job. When the dog indicates there's money in the lady's bag again, the handler sounds a click of confirmation and rewards her with play.
Yeah, it's just one of those very frustrating occasions where you think you're about to seize some money off of a passenger and there's a good reason for taking it, and then all of a sudden she produces the 2 bank books to show that the money had come from Thailand. So it's a little bit frustrating, but I think we've done a good job there.